Thank you, Michael. This Sunday marks the 22nd anniversary of Stephanie Crane, the young girl who disappeared in Chalice, the anniversary of that disappearance. In 1993, Stephanie Crane was last seen at the Chalice Lanes bowling alley. Stephanie was 9 years old at the time. 300 searchers, 2 planes, many phone calls, and FBI agents were involved in the search. 22 years later, still no sign of Stephanie Crane. Local police are working to improve how they investigate missing children cases. The Center for Missing and Exploited Children hosted a training in Boise for law enforcement leaders. The Idaho Falls police chief returned home from that training and sat down with local News 8's Allison Zimmerman, and she joins us live from the newsroom. Allison.
Jay, this training was unique in that it usually doesn't come to Boise, and it focused on law enforcement leaders. The next step is figuring out if the policies for investigations in Idaho Falls need to change.
If a child's abducted, it's usually about 90 minutes is your time frame to find them for a successful return, that they're still alive.
It's something many parents fear, losing their child, and it's surprisingly common across the nation.
There's hundreds of thousands of children that are reported missing each and every year throughout the nation, throughout the United States.
Which is why local law enforcement are working to improve how they go about investigations for missing children. Police Chief Mark McBride went to a national conference for missing and exploited children this week in Boise, and now they're looking into what's next for policies here in Idaho Falls.
So that's the plan, is to go through our policy and make sure that we're implementing in our policy best practices as recommended by the NCMEC.
He says there's not much wiggle room when it comes to reporting and getting involved in a missing child case.
In fact, when a child is reported missing, we have 2 hours from the time we gather the pertinent information to have it in the National Crime Center information database.
Locally, cases like Dior Kuntz Jr. come to mind for missing children, and those cases take thorough investigating.
You have to do what's called parallel investigation.
With the help of the national training, Chief McBride ultimately hopes to improve in any way possible. As of May this year, Idaho Falls reported 41 runaways. In comparison to last May, the number was 53. Now, the police tell me these numbers include some repeats, so children who may have run away multiple times, but it's still something that they want to focus on in the future. Reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Allison Zimmerman.
Thanks, Allison. 8 other police officers are in Boise right now, and they're getting specific training on investigations for missing children.